Well, welcome to this episode of On the Mic. I'm Simon Parke, and I'm very pleased to welcome to this episode my opponent in this match. You can see here 60 months at world number one, Peter Nicol. Good afternoon, Peter.
Hey, Simon. How's it going? Good to see you.
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm really looking forward to watching this game.
Yeah, it's good morning to you, isn't it? You're actually over in New York at the moment. Can you believe this is 21 years ago?
21?
Yeah, 21 years ago, nearly.
Oh my goodness. I remember this game so well, Simon. We had some great matches, obviously, the course of our whole careers, like lots of really hard, physical, free-flowing, exciting matches. But this is the one that I really remember.
Absolutely. Same for me. Yeah, same for me. I mean, I really enjoyed our matches in a kind of masochistic way. We're both very fair on the court. It's free-flowing. It was tough, wasn't it? I mean, it was so hard to win points. Well, I found it was incredibly hard to win a point off you. And
same here. And the worst part about playing you at times was that the harder you made it, and the more pain and the tougher it looked for you, like the better you played. And it was like one of those ones where like, then you got the feel. I always felt like I should hit more shots and open the court up more. And then you were just like, then all of a sudden I'd be like, oh no, I'm really exhausted now, and you're just and you were still steaming through. So,
but he retired too quickly for you, didn't he? I mean, I think you first started beating him. You must know when you first win. Was it 96?
No, it was 94.
Was it?
It was the Leaks Classic.
Right. Yeah.
I know we probably should be talking about this game at some point, but yeah, it was the Leaks Classic, and I just got to like 16 in the world, and I beat him 3-1, and then found out afterwards that he had just won the world teams and the world individual in Pakistan in December in '93, and he hadn't played until February when I played him, and he'd basically been doing very, very, very little.
A win's a win, Pete. A win's a win.
No, I know, but this was amazing about Jancher, and just to put his quality and his level in perspective. He hadn't done much at all, and he was going to use the tournament to get back into it. And he won in the first round. I played him in the second, and I managed to beat him. And then I played him the next time. It wasn't until the Hong Kong final. And that was in September. And I beat, I think it was Brett Martin in the quarters, Rodney Isles in the semis, and I was playing Jancher. And it was like, because I was 21, and it was like, oh, you're expected to win this. It's going to be, beat him last time. And I was a super confident young,
I remember this.
Silly person that I was.
Yeah.
And he beat me in like 32 minutes. and I mean, literally, he just taught me a lesson, and then he shook my hand at the end of it, like only Jancher could as well, and just nodded.
Yeah.
there you go, son. There's your lesson.
Sorry?
All.
8-all.
Big comeback. So I feel like in the last while, I have stepped forward a lot more, and I'm actually taking it in.
Yeah.
And here's you responding as well, right? So then
you look like you're being really proactive there. At times when you were playing really well, I felt like I couldn't get the ball past you.
Yeah, I couldn't get past your left leg there. You see how wide you were?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm changing my opinion. I thought we had fair games, but actually I'm seeing a couple of things here.
Starting to throw in a couple of trailing legs here. I blame DP.
Yeah. Just like float and leave it.
Yeah, just leave it. There's that lob.
Yep, again. I actually liked it when it went over my head sometimes, because it means I could just wait for it to come off the back as opposed to have to go up and volley.
And just set yourself, get in a good position in the back of the court.
Have a break. Oh.
Jeez, you're quick, Pete.
Yeah, you are too. This is gonna be a love-in as well, Simon, because
as always.
Oh,
that's nice volley.
That whole rally was, we were both being incredibly proactive and aggressive and attacking, short and long.
And I think from what I remember from this match as well, as I think a few people, we're not going to, there's no spoilers. I think people pretty much know what happened 21 years later, but I think all the way through the whole 5 games. It was like this. It might have slowed down a little bit, but
not much. Really in it now. Oh.
So hard to get you sprinting though. Even in some of these occasions where I'm on top, you're moving so well. It's efficient movement.
I definitely was always thinking about movement over running.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I could have done a bit better. Oh, that was a tight movement from me there.
That was tough.
This might have been the rally, you know, where you got that.
Oh, after all this as well?
Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe not.
Like here, I'd be thinking, this is brutally tough and I'm exhausted, but you've just given me 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
To get, was it 12-10 now?
And I knew it as well. You can see by the look on my face that I knew it. You know, giving me a couple, well, not cheap ones, but.
And you just come back from 9-5 down? 9-5,
so, yeah.
Up to 10 all, and then I got those 2 momentum swings, right? And I know it's nowhere near over yet, but it still does make a difference.
Yeah, especially.
That's better. Like your whole rally there, like getting me turning into the corners to give yourself that chance and then being super clinical.
How did I not beat you this day playing shots like that, Pete?
The two before, sorry.
Yeah, the 2, yeah, that's it. You're absolutely right.
Well, I think that's the thing, right? You have played winners, but you've made mistakes. I don't think I've really made that many mistakes in the end of the game. I did earlier, but... Oh, got to be a stroke.
Jancha.
Yeah, I forgive you that one even.
Can't find him.
Your kneecaps if you hit that ball.
Oh, it was that one. It wasn't a volley. It was cross-court off the tight ball.
Oh, you just got in. Oh, my goodness. I saw my reaction as well. I was just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's still only 13-11, but, you know, obviously you're 2 points away from the championship. And it just, the fact that I can still remember it, that says a lot.
Yeah, that hurt. Well, in a game of so few, like such little variation in terms of what am I trying to say between us? Like so close, basically. To get that at 12-10, you know, is huge.
And I think I just lobbed the ball out of court onto like above the front wall out of court line. That's pretty poor at this level.
And also, it's I think as well. It's like physically, it's a long time in the game, and it's physically demanding and hard. These things are going to happen. After a certain point, right? It just has to. One of us has to break at times, you know, and just give something up. I think what we've seen here as well, a lot of it is at which time in the game do you feel your best and worst? And you know, there was times that you could see I was just like in the second game in particular, just exhausted and struggling to function. There were times where you lost your momentum and your pace a little bit.
Oh, great winner to finish. Good hold there. Lovely flick.
It was a great game.
Fantastic match that was. It's good to see it again.
Yeah.
And you can see from my reaction there that I'm, like you said, I'm not too disappointed that I lost, you know, that classic match.
Yeah. And I just knew the minute I walked off, as you saw there with my reaction, it was just one of those things. We slugged it out, and it was a great game. And
well, thanks for coming on with us, Pete, on this to see this match 21 years ago. It's been fantastic having your insight and watching you beat me again after all these years.
There's something wrong.